Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Last time we talked about 5 things you should check before buying a used car, and today we are going to be working on my 300 and we are going to be talking about 5 of the things you should do when you buy a used car. Let's go ahead and get started. Here it goes. One of the things that should be top of your list is the tread on your tires is good. This should have actually been checked when you were going to buy the car, because it could have helped you and it could have benefited you in reducing the price. If you have a staggered setup like this, you want to check your fronts and rears. There's good tread on this one, but there's minimal tread on the rear, so that is something I'm going to have to change. You also want to check your brakes and make sure they're good. You want to get into your interior. You want to pop your hood, and you probably didn't have a lot of time to look at your car while you were trying to buy it off of the seller. To check your brakes and to see if they're actually in good condition, you want to check your brake fluid. If this is high, then your brakes are pretty good, but keep in mind the seller could have topped this off, so don't rely so much on this. If you see it that it's low, then you actually need new brakes, and you probably need to add a little bit of more brake fluid when you do change the brakes. You want to make sure your engine oil is good. We're gonna actually change the oil later down in this video. So you want to open up your radiator, make sure your engine is cold before you actually do this. Make sure it's looking nice and clean like that and it's topped off. This car really runs very good. I've been using it for about a week and a half and I haven't had any major issues with it. Since I've been driving this car for a bit, I already know that all of the hoses are good. It made it home from an hour and 30-minute drive from where we picked it up, and I've been commuting this car to work 30 to 40 minutes a day depending on traffic. So the car is in very good condition and in very good shape. There is a couple things that I do have to do. The purpose of checking all of the things in step 1 is you want to make a list of things you actually want to change on the car, because in step 2 we're going to be doing a regular maintenance and tune-up. That's changing spark plugs, changing oil filters, changing the oil, changing the fuel filter, changing anything that needs to be replaced, topping off any fluids, whether it be the brake or the radiator fluid or something as simple as the windshield wiper fluid. Anything like that is what we would be doing here in step 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and do all of that stuff. Alright, so this is everything we're going to be using to doing the car's regular maintenance. I have everything in here. I think everything apart from this, because this is going to be done for another step, is what we're going to be using today. We did have to get that high mileage Valvoline oil. Of course, the K&N oil filter. The Z's only gonna get some of the best shit out there. Some cheap air filter. And we got some spark plugs right here.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey. You got it?
Yeah.
Hold it against it when it's the last thread. Hold it against, not for real. When it's on the last thread, hold it, like push it towards the hole.
Why?
So you won't get dirt, no oil on your hand. And then you're just gonna do is just move it quick.
No, because it's gonna spew everywhere.
No, just hold it against. It's not gonna spill.
Okay, yeah, that's the last.
Alright, just move it quick.
I'm not.
Right there, you're on the last seat. There you go.
I thought you were trying to make me splash
I'm
all
not trying not splash.
myself on myself.
As you can see, it definitely needed an oil tank.
I knew I was going the right way. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
No.
Yo, watch, boy.
Oh,
That leather, bruh. That leather. Oh, dude, I do finally did some work. How does it feel to get dirty? What are you doing, boss?
they just gave me enough. Did they? Oh, no.
Yeah, they sold you a partial. We got our oil filter that we bought. I mean, our funnel.
¿Ya lo meto?
Make sure the old gasket's not in there first. Check the top of that one.
Huh?
Check that one.
That one?
Is the black thing still on it? Okay, go.
Okay.
That's all you can tighten it?
Yeah, that's it. What?
Full.
What's full?
Full.
What's full?
A fool? You're a fool.
I'm full. I haven't ate. What did he?
F-O-O-L.
Oh, full.
You fool. Alright, so we're gonna plug it up the hole right now. Plug it up, plug it up. Is the crust washer there?
What?
Here you go, boy. You gotta use a breaker bar since you're weak.
Really, dude?
I would just use a little ratchet, but
Oh shit, I'm tight.
alright, so now we're gonna lower the car because it's too short and can't reach it. So
You're an asshole. We're like the same height. So we drained off all the oil already, and you might want to check what oil your car takes, but this one's going to be the 10W-30 high mileage. Also, you want to see how much capacity your engine takes of oil. This one takes about 3.6 quarts, 3.7 quarts, we're not too sure. We're going to be checking the dipstick, but I'm just going to go down to until there's 1 quart left, and then we're going to see the dipstick and see how much more it actually needs. Now you can take that little... Ooh, verga. Verga. Al rato se quema.
and then you dropped a lot out.
I didn't drop that much.
That shit was a lot, dude. You went like you were throwing leche, bruh.
I got it. So that's what clean oil looks like. Nothing but transparent. So we removed one of the sparks plugs, but we noticed that it wasn't worn as much as I thought it would be worn. They're having normal wear on them, and they look like they got fairly replaced. Probably when the guy told me he replaced everything and did maintenance on the car. I didn't want to take his word for it. Like I told you guys, never take the seller's word for it. They're just trying to get rid of the car. But this guy was being truthful. But right here, the spark plug looks like it's in very good condition. We're gonna save these for next maintenance. Alright, so this is how it looks. Let me know in the comment section below if these need to be replaced, or if you guys actually think we're doing the right thing of just putting them back in. And this is how the new one is. You guys should be fairly familiar. Once you got all of that done and you done regular maintenance on the car, the next thing you want to be moving on to is fixing your car's little things, which is either windshield wipers, light bulbs all around the car. This one has a couple in the rear. Backup lights aren't working. The driver's side window doesn't roll down or up. You actually want to repair anything else you have and anything else you found during the inspection of the car, or during the time you were purchasing the car and the previous owner let you know what was wrong with it. These rear ones don't work. We're gonna change them, and hopefully when we change them, they end up working this time. I need them. It's very difficult for me to pull in at night. I just feel like changing them. It'll be a lot easier. These are simple. You just gotta remove the clip, take out the old bulb, and swap in the new bulb, and just stick it in. That's fixing the little things.
Right there, yeah.
So that's what you want to do with step 3, fix the little things. And here goes the mechanic.
See the whip?
My brother Isai.
Shit still like that. I told you I was gonna keep it like that.
And he has his 350Z. Once you finish repairing the little things on your car, for step number 4, you want to wash the car. You want to give the car a good clean, and this is going to end up bringing out all of the defects in the paint. You're going to be able to see a lot of more imperfections in the car, which either it's a benefit or a negative depending on how you guys thought the car actually looked before you washed it and bought it. once you've given your car a good wash, the next thing you want to do, this one's actually not for everybody, so after step 4, if you're not really a car enthusiast, step 5 might not apply to you. But I personally did this with this car, and that is make a list. Make a list of mods you want to do on the car, stuff that you want to buy first, second, third, or just make a complete list of things you want to do to the car and want to get done in 6 to a year's time. Making a list for your project car or a used car you bought that you're going to daily is gonna be something that'll help you stay on budget, as well as keep you organized and what you want to modify first on the car. Usually it should be what's the most important thing for you. That's really up to you, so whatever you decide to put on your list is solely up to you. But anyways guys, that's gonna be the end of this video, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it and it did help you out on figuring out what you should actually do first to your used car. Drop the video a like, comment down below if you guys think of something else that should actually be done to a used car. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And remember, every day may not be good, but there's something good in every day. Deuces.
Yeah, man, the world needs better laws. Maybe then we'll be better off. I'm hoping that it comes, but it never does.